Hi everyone, welcome to Advanced English with Richard. I've got something very special for you today. A C2 level collocations test. C2 level is native speaker level. It's super advanced. And today I've got 10 questions for you which involve C2 level collocations. Collocations are words which go together. These questions that I'm going to give you, a native speaker would normally know the answer instantly. But if you're a learner, they are super tough, very, very difficult. So before we begin the quiz, let's look at an example. By and large, the meeting was a success. By and large is a fixed collocation, it's idiomatic, and it means generally. So if I say by and large the meeting was a success, it's the same as saying generally the meeting was a success. Now, any native speaker would instantly know that we need to use by with and large to form this expression. But if you're a non-native speaker, if you're a learner of English, it's much more difficult. So I'm going to present to you now 10 questions, and in each of those questions, I'm going to leave a gap. So let's begin with the first one, and I have them written down on my phone because I've got a very bad memory. Question number 1. Let's leave it at that for the being and continue tomorrow. Let's leave it at that for the being and continue tomorrow. I'll count to 3 and then I'm going to show you the answer. What is the word that goes in the space? 1, 2, 3. The answer is time. Let's leave it for the time being and continue tomorrow. So here for the time being means for now. Okay, let's carry on, or let's continue with number 2. Slowly but the band is becoming more and more popular. Slowly but the band is becoming more and more popular. So let me count to 3. 1, 2, 3. And the answer is slowly but surely the band is becoming more and more popular. So here the expression slowly but surely means steadily, gradually and steadily. Gradually and steadily, the band is becoming more and more popular. Let's move on to number 3. Let me read number 3. In the of an eye, the swindler had vanished, never to return. In the of an eye, the swindler had vanished, never to return. Remember, you can pause the video if you need more time. 1, 2, 3. In the blink of an eye. In the blink of an eye, the swindler had vanished, never to return. In the blink of an eye. A blink is when you close your eyes and open them very quickly. I'm blinking. It's not the same as winking. Winking is when you do it with one eye. Blinking is with both eyes. If we say in the blink of an eye, it means something happened very quickly. Very quickly. Instantly. Let's carry on with question number 4. In to no time, they had become the best of friends. In to no time, they had become the best of friends. 1, 2, 3. In next to no time. In next to no time, they had become the best of friends. In next to no time means in no time at all, or very quickly. In no time at all, they had become the best of friends. Let's move on to number 5. He turned up at the party out of the... He turned up at the party out of the 1, 2, 3. He turned up at the party out of the blue. Out of the blue. Completely unexpectedly. He turned up at the party completely unexpectedly. Question number 6. I arrived in the of time to prevent a potential disaster. I arrived in the of time to prevent a potential disaster. 1, 2, 3. I arrived in the nick of time. I arrived in the nick of time. I arrived just in time. That means if I'd arrived later, there would have been a disaster. Number 7. I wandered around the city center to time before my appointment. I wandered around the city center to time before my appointment. 1, 2, 3. Answer. I wandered around the city center to kill time before my appointment. Kill time here means to do something while you're waiting. I wandered around the city center to do something while I was waiting for my appointment. To kill time. Number 8. I was completely over when I heard the good news. I was completely over when I heard the good news. 1, 2, 3. I was completely over the moon when I heard the good news. I was extremely happy, very happy when I heard the good news. Question number 9. They had a agreement to keep each other fully informed of developments. They had a agreement to keep each other informed of developments. 1, 2, 3. They had a gentleman's agreement. They had a gentleman's agreement to keep each other fully informed of the developments. I guess this one's a bit difficult because maybe there are other words that you could put there. For example, maybe you could put they had a formal agreement. A gentleman's agreement really is the opposite of a formal agreement because it just means they agreed amongst themselves. There wasn't a contract or anything like that. It was a gentleman's agreement. Okay, the last one. Question number 10. I was shaking like a before going on stage. I was shaking like a before going on stage. 1, 2, 3. I was shaking like a leaf before going on stage. Shaking like a leaf means shaking a lot, but really we use it to say that I was shaking because I was scared. I was shaking like a leaf. I was nervous. I was shaking like a leaf before I went on stage. I guess the best thing to say here would be I was very nervous before I went on stage. So how many did you get correct? If you got 10 out of 10, that's absolutely excellent. Even if you got 5 out of 10, that's still pretty good. Write below in the comments how many you got correct. And I'll be back very soon with some more advanced and super advanced videos. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.